Generally, refuge means a place of safety, a place of comfort where you can be okay, and we take refuge in many things, like we take refuge in our home. We go home, we feel comfortable, we feel safe. I mean, maybe not. Some people's homes have all that razor wire around them because we don't feel safe at home. Well, okay, but we do our best. Maybe we live in a tall building, we have security procedures. We're looking for safety. Safety is a big issue for us. We look for safety in all kinds of things. Like, remember before there was cell phones? Before there were cell phones, we would go out, but we were with cell phones made us feel safer. We could call someone. Now they have their own burden, the burden of the cell phone. But we liked the cell phone because it was something that was safe for us. And now, if we start to leave the house without our phone, it's like, oh no, what did I do? We go right back to get the phone because we can't get along without the phone. That's another topic. But we're looking for safety. We look for safety in our friends. We look for safety in our jobs. We look for safety. We look for a place to be okay. And that's why, of course, we go to school. That's why we buy insurance. That's why we do all these things for safety. That's why even, nowadays we're always watching, what's the right healthy thing to do, that we can be more healthy, that we can be safer. But safety implies that we have fear. We're vulnerable. We have limitations. And wow, how many we have. It's shocking how many vulnerabilities and limitations we have. I mean, we're almost walking targets. And we do everything we can to prevent being vulnerable, but how successful can you be with avoiding vulnerability when we're born in a world where when you come out, you're just a wet little squishy thing. Without proper doctors, without proper cleanliness, without someone to care for you, you wouldn't even survive. Because we're vulnerable. From the first day, we're vulnerable. Why we love our mother's arms is because we know, even without being told, we know the difference between our mother's arms and someone else's arms. Because our mother loves us. And we feel safety there. Not that it's perfect safety, mothers have limitations. But something comfortable there. Something reasonable there. Then we grow up, we don't get to have mom anymore. We don't even want mom anymore. We just want the comfort zone. And we look in many, many ways to try to find the comfort zone, to be okay. Still, we break bones, we get lost. If you were ever lost as a child in the mall, lost, it was a terrifying experience. Terrifying to turn around and realize you've been like navigating by a set of legs you thought were your mother's and turned out to be the wrong person. It's like, wow, what happened? Alone in the world. So we have fear. And maybe I didn't hit exactly yours, but we have fear. Birth, sickness, aging, and death. This is the landscape of our life. This is the terrain. And we don't even know what death brings. And we don't know where we came from. But here we are in the middle of this unbelievable terrain, looking for a little bit of safety. And we organize ourselves with lots of criteria because we figured out that means safety. But does it really? Really? Birth, sickness, aging, and death is not correctable by ordinary measures. You have to find a source of safety that's not subject to birth or sickness or aging or death in order to have a greater safety. But for us, in our world as Modernino people, we don't know what that is. We don't know where that is. We don't know who that is. But that is Buddha. Not just Buddha the guy, but Buddha the truth. We have to move from the dangerous, limited truth and its terrain to the limitless, pervasive, present truth and its terrain. And that is called taking refuge. Taking refuge where there is actual safety. Freedom, fulfillment, versus what we consider safety, freedom, and fulfillment, which really isn't.